So the Wilson Reading System directly and systematically teaches students how to decode words accurately and fluently. What's great about Wilson is that it's multisensory, interactive, and the children really get engaged with the language. It's unlike other phonic programs in that it goes beyond just teaching phonics and teaches the children whole word construction. So as they learn to decode, which is to read, they learn to encode, spell. So how do we teach Wilson? We teach Wilson by breaking down the language. The language is complex, so we need to break it down for our students. And we do that by teaching the children that there are 26 letters in the alphabet, that these letters have 44 sounds, and that there are 6-syllable types. The 6-syllable types are taught gradually to the students, and then the sounds are introduced as they relate to the syllable. So we're really breaking down the language for them, teaching them the rules. And moreover, I think what's really great about the Wilson and makes it stand out is that we're holding the children to mastery so that they have to have 95% accuracy and fluency before they move on to a new or a different concept.
C-A-K.
Sock. And remember to clip that sound. Okay, so we have 3 things on our board that say and but where does this one always come? What's the difference then? At the end, and it must be touching a vowel. We start by having the students tap out the words, and this tapping is sort of the magic of the program. It really helps the children to work through the words. So we start with closed syllable. The children have had experience with closed syllable. It's your word families, your CVC words, your CCVC words. And the children begin by getting words and manipulating cards, and they're tapping k, at. Once the children have become accurate and they no longer need to tap, we look for the fluency for them to read these words and to be able to say the short vowel sounds. Then once they've mastered that, we add on another syllable. So now that they can read cat and flap, we might put them together, and now they're reading and scooping cat flap. So it continues to build on their mastery. And the next syllable type is another one that's frequently seen in our language and the children have a lot of experience with is the vowel consonant E, or some of the children know it, magic E. So again, the children practice tapping those words, they practice becoming more fluent, they're reading now instead of pin, they're reading pine and working in that way. And then once the children have mastered VCE, they then combined it with their knowledge of closed syllables. So now they're reading ad, which is closed, and mire, admire. And from there, it continues to build. So for the first 3 books, the reading is very controlled. The children are reading passages out of books 1, 2, and 3, and they're reading sentences like, Jan sat on the mat, the cat is on the lid. And so it is very controlled. But for the children, it's a huge success because for them, it's the first time that they've been able to successfully read a sentence or a small paragraph that is controlled. So while it might not be the most rich literature that they're going to engage in, it is the first time that they're reading something successfully. So in the class, we're also using other programs like Building Bridges to Comprehension, reading poetry, novels aloud, doing drama, and all those other rich language activities to sort of have a balanced approach to their learning of literature and literacy. So I think what works really well with Wilson is that the children are equipped with tools that they can use to sound out and to really master the language. Our students know the rules, they're taught them explicitly, they understand it, and for them it really helps them, our students, to crack the code. So although books 1, 2, and 3 can feel like a long uphill slog and you're repeating things, once that mastery has been built, in the 10 years of using this program and teaching here at our school, I have found that students who have that solid foundation, the code starts to crack for them. And as you introduce more syllable types, it really opens up reading, and they're able to start accessing uncontrolled books and start reading and having success with reading, which is the ultimate goal. And to see a student, come into our school as a non-reader, and then, by the end of the year, to have that aha, that cracking, wow, this makes sense, and I get this little type, and be tapping and using all the wonderful tools that they learn in the program. It is magic.